Remember, when using a drill, make sure you have your safety glasses on, your hair tied back, and no long jewelry hanging down that could get caught in the spinning parts of the tool. Thank you.
So I got two handheld power drills here, and they're two different types. The first type I'm going to show you, the long cord on it, has a chuck that has a keyed chuck that I have to put pin in that and to be able to tighten it, but I can hand tighten it. Okay, I want to start out with putting it away. Very important. Make sure that you're not yanking the cord like that at the bottom here. Okay, leave a little bit of slack. Nice figure 8. I'm sure there's other people that have other ideas, but you don't want to have, one of the things that happens a lot is these get pulled, people clank this really tight, and this ends up breaking right there. So don't do that. So that's a keyed chuck. The other one we have here with a keyless chuck. So the bottom ring here, if I turn the whole thing turns. This bottom ring, if I hold that, it's got a little bit of a grip area there, and I turn this, the jaws tighten up. If I go the other way, they loosen. So this is meant to be loosened or tightened with just your hand without the key. So if we take a drill bit, the back part of the drill bit, this part here is called the shank. And again, this is a twist bit and has an edges here that cut when you go in forward. And then, but these edges here are also sharp. So I'm just gonna hand tighten that. So I hold this bottom ring, holding the bottom ring, and I'm turning this one. I want to be careful not to cut that. Also, this whole time, it's been unplugged. The other thing that you don't want to do, by the way, is if you've got a little piece of wood you can hold in your hand, don't do that, okay? Even if you think you'll stop, you know, you'll be surprised that you didn't stop, and you'll drill into your hand. Also, don't use your lap as a thing. Use a table, clamp it down. That's the safest way. If it's a really small bit thin, it doesn't have a lot of torque, so you don't necessarily, you can use your hand to hold it down, but still don't drill in towards your hand. This has a trigger that as I pull in, I get more and more, it'll go faster, so I can go less fast, slower by not pulling it in as hard. It also has a little, some of them have different types of setups. Has a switch here, has a little arrow shaped kind of icon pointing forward on that side. So it's in reverse there, it's in forward there. That comes in handy when using the drill driver, but if you're screwdriver bit, but if you're trying to drill a hole, you want to be in forward to drill the hole. Reverse doesn't really do a hole as much. In fact, if you're drilling a hole and it's not going anywhere, you might be that you're in reverse, so check that. If it doesn't, it could also be that the bit is really dull, which is also a major possibility in our facility. So again, don't drill into the table, please. Drill over there. You can also put a piece of wood underneath. Also remember, don't have your hand under there or realize that the bit's gonna come through. Sometimes you can clamp another piece of wood behind it because it'll splinter out and that'll give it support so it won't splinter out as much. All right, we're in reverse. So I'm letting it spin, I'm pushing forward, and I got a hole. Voila. You don't necessarily, notice I didn't bother to put it, so we want to, again, unplug, and then we grip the bottom part and loosen it. Don't know my own strength. Then this, the drill bit, we bring back to the cabinet and we put it back in the index where it belongs. Find the hole that it best fits in. So this is a 1/4" bit, so it'll fit in the 9/32, but try to put it in the one that it best fits. That way, someone going to find it, they might look 1/4", grab it, you know, or they might look 9/32 and grab it and not think about it. So, which is also a thing to say, check the bits. There's some gauges, hole gauges in there that you can check. Sometimes there's a burr that makes it harder to get the bit back into the one that it should be going into. Anyway, can use a file to clean that up later. So those are those drill bits, twist bits. Oh, and again, how do we put away a drill? How do we put away the cord? We do not. We put it away so that we don't just throw it in there with the cord all, so they all tangle together. So someone pulls out the thing, 4 bits drop, or drills fall on the foot. We take the bit out, so there's not a bit sticking out, jamming into other stuff in the cabinet, or damaging the bit, or damaging somebody when they try to go get it. We leave a little bit of slack. I'm doing this twice. Slack. I like a figure 8. Someone probably doesn't like the figure 8. Oh well. And make sure it's relatively secure. You don't want to over tighten anything on it, but make sure it's relatively secure. And make sure this isn't overly tightened.